All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your Week 11 Thunder Throwdown Challenge Series. These drivers are in the 410 Wing Sprint cars tonight here at iRacing's. We have 4 drivers signed in for competition as of right now. But I will ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of tonight's National Anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, the brave.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back. 4 cars registering for action tonight. They are the 008 of Bobby Everson. He leads practice right now with just about a minute to go. Matt Mateer in the 64 is second. Flying Falcon Smith third in that number 34 car. And then rounding out our 4-car field for tonight is the 80 of Stroke Gunderson. Once again, about 45 seconds left to go here. If you're watching, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, notification bell. That way you don't miss any Thunder Racing League action. Also, if you're in the chat, go ahead and have a conversation with me. I'm more than willing to talk back, especially when we're slow. As there is the checkered flag on practice, go ahead get these drivers out there for their 2 laps of qualifying. That'll determine the heat race lineup. Then that heat race, 8 laps, will determine the feature lineup. Looks like the first car out on track will be the 64 of Matt Mateer, 80 of Brian Gunderson out here as well. We'll watch Matt Mateer as he works down the back straightaway in through turns 1 and through 3 and 4. He's going to take the green flag here. A little bit sideways, coming to take the green. Works the high side through 1 and 2. Stays pinned up through 3 and 4. White flag goes in the air one more time around for that 64. Lap number 1, a 12.950, 12950 for Matt Mateer on lap number 1. Stroke Gunderson with a 14.198 on lap number 1. Lap number 2 for Mateer, quicker, a 12.855, 12855 is your quick time as of right now. Stroke Gunderson able to pick it up a little bit on lap number 2 as well, going to a 14.090, 14090 for the 80th Stroke Gunderson. Bobby Everson coming out on track now. This was your quickest car in practice. Let's see if he can go ahead and continue that trend into qualifying. As he works through 3 and 4, gets the green flag. Keeping it pinned on the bottom through 1 and 2. Lets it slide up at the exit of 2. Down the back straightaway. Runs the midline, cuts down in turn 4. Lap number 1 for the 008. Second quick, a 13.090, as he works through turns 3 and 4. One more time, way sideways. That's going to end up being a 13.090 quick time for Robbie Milburn. The 34 of Falcon Smith sitting third with a 13.389 for the 34th Flying Falcon Smith. So your quick time is the 64 of Matt Mateer. Second, the 008 of Bobby Evertson. Third, the 34 of Falcon Smith. And then rounding out the field for drivers that have taken a time is the 80 of Stroke Gunderson. We do have about 2 minutes left to go in qualifying. We will let that time run out just to make sure if anybody's running a little bit late, they can go ahead and get in here. If you are watching this and you are not part of Thunder Racing League, look us up on Facebook, Thunder Racing League. We have a page and a group. Go ahead, send in a message, and we'll go ahead and shoot you the Discord link. All you have to do is fill out a driver registration form. It's a $10 entry fee. Season 3B will get you 70 races for that $10, as we run double headers every Sunday and Monday night. And then Wednesday night is our Thunder Throwdown Challenge Series. Again, $10 gets you 70 races. I don't know where you can get a better deal than that anywhere here on iRacing. A lot of these people charge you $20 to race 12 weeks to run 12 races. So we're charging you half of that, and you're running a whole lot more.
You were around from back in the days of Iris and the creation of iRacing.
As we got about 10 seconds left to go, I think it's a pretty safe bet to say nobody's running a little bit late. Looks like it's going to be 4 drivers, and starting on the pole for your 8-lap feature event will be the 64 of Matt Mateer. To his outside will be the 008 of Bobby Evertson. Inside row number 2 will be the 34 of Flying Falcon Smith, with the 83 of Stroke Gunderson rounding out this 4-car field. As there we see all 4 cars gridded up once again. Driver out of Atlanta, Georgia, and the number 64 on the inside, starting on the front row. Out of the Carolinas to his outside, it is the 008 of Bobby Evertson. Also out of the Carolinas, rolling off third is the 34 of Flying Falcon Smith. And to his outside out of Wisconsin, it is the number 80 of Brian Gunderson. Pace truck will come by the flag stand this time. Get that furled green flag. Just one lap till we go green. Caution lights go out around the speedway. When the pace truck pulls off in turn number 4, it'll hand control over to that 64. As long as that pace truck is clear of the track and the 64 is in turn 4, he is free to go at any point. As there goes the pace truck, and Matt Mateer says it's hammer time. Off to a good start. Here comes the 34, looking to the inside of the 008, but a little bit of the slip of the grip. Has to back up, get the car back underneath him. That's going to allow Bobby Everson to pull away. They go single file through 3 and 4. All 4 cars starting to spread out real quick here. But your leader puts himself in the wall. That's going to allow the 008 and Bobby Everson to get by and take that lead. Don't look now. He's got a mirror full of 34. 34, a little bit of the slip of the grip coming out of 4. Now here comes Mateer working the inside of the 008 to Everson. Mateer running right up alongside that inside wall. He gets around the 008. Here comes Everson, throws it in hard, backs it into the wall. Caution will fly. Gunderson losing a little bit of control, trying to get checked up to avoid that incident. As it looks like the 008 of Bobby Everson going to pull into the work area. Possibly use a quick repair. Maybe he's parking it for the heat race. I'm not sure what his intentions are there. As we are halfway through, Bobby Everson definitely using a quick repair right back out on track. We will go back racing at halfway. It'll be Matt Mateer up front. Second will be the 34 of Flying Falcon Smith. Third, the 80 of Brian Gunderson. And the 008 of Bobby Everson will be in that 4th and final spot. As caution lights go out around the racing surface, this will be a single file restart as we are at halfway. Typically a Delaware restart until we reach the halfway point or under 10 laps to go in the feature event. But since we are past the halfway mark, we go ahead and single file them up. Pace truck is off. Mateer stands on that loud pedal, able to get a big jump over the rest of the field as 008 of Bobby Everson already working his way around 80 of Gunderson. Now he's turning his sights onto the 34 of Flying Falcon Smith. Not quite able to catch him. 3 laps to go for your leader, Matt Mateer. He's out by about 3 seconds already. As the 34 of Falcon Smith trying to hold off the 008 of Bobby Everson, pops in the sticks in the air. Just 2 laps to go for your leader. Here comes the 008 of Bobby Everson looking to the inside of the 34, not able to make it stick. Has to back out of it, now tries to go to the high side through 1 and 2. White flag one more time around as they go down the back straightaway for the final time. Looks like Falcon Smith able to pull out a decent advantage over the 008 of Bobby Everson. And he does. Your winner is going to be the 64 of Matt Mateer. Second's going to be the 34 of Falcon Smith. Third, the 008 of Bobby Everson. And fourth will be the 80 of Stroke Gunderson. All right, ladies and gentlemen, typically we do a 3-wide Thunder thank you. We do not have very many cars out here tonight, so we will go ahead and just let them run this track in a little bit further, maybe get it a little bit racier, as the racier tracks seem to provide some good racing competition. So we will let you enjoy the sights and sounds of the cars, but we do want to thank you for the support and views that you give Thunder Racing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Bobby Everson sitting third in your time charts right now. Gonna have to work himself up from third place here starting out as we get ready to run through your feature starting lineup. Starting on the pole out of Atlanta, Georgia, it's the number 64 Matthew Mateer to his outside out of the Carolinas, driving the number 34. That is Flying Falcon Smith. Rolling off third tonight. That also out of the Carolinas, the 008 and your points leader, Bobby Evertson. And to his outside in the number 80, that is Stroke Gunderson. Yeah, Alec, definitely looking forward to season 3B. Looking forward to seeing you out here. What all classes are you planning on running out here? All right, for green flag goes in the air. Lights around the racetrack go dark. Getting ready to go green flag racing this time by. Pace truck will dive off at turn number 4, handing control over to the 64 of Matt Mateer. As pace truck is off, Mateer says it's time to stand on that loud pedal, and he gets off to a decent advantage as they start stacking them up in turn 1. Everybody able to keep it going somehow. All 4 drivers getting stacked up there, but everybody gets pointed back in the right direction. As we run down turns 1 and 2, 64 of Matt Mateer leading the 008 of Bobby Evertson. Running third right now is the 80 of Stroke Gunderson. The 34 of Falcon Smith almost had a run, getting a little bit loose coming out of 2. Now Gunderson gets a little bit loose coming out of 4. Here comes Smith looking to the high side. Gunderson able to keep a pin to the low side, get a good, better run off that low side than the 34 on the high side. Seeing 2 different lanes back here in the back. 34 once again with a slip of the grip coming out of turn number 4. As that's going to allow Stroke to get away. Matt Mateer now up to about a 1.5 lead up front in that number 64. The 008 of Bobby Evertson trying to track him back down. As Mateer about 0.2 of a second quicker that time by, as our battle is still for this third and final transfer spot. It looks like the 34 of Falcon Smith has made it around the 80 of Stroke Gunderson as they work into turns 1 and 2. Gunderson not giving up yet. They go down to the back straightaway. Nose to fuel cell. Now out of turn number 4. Smith starting to pull away from Gunderson slightly. As this is a very tough track that they're working. We seen last night the wall hurt a lot of different people. As your leader coming out of turn number 2, working down the back straightaway. Almost a 4-second advantage now. As we hit the halfway point. I see you're looking at running big blocks, pro lates, and maybe the 360 wing. Hey, come at it. The more drivers we have in these classes, the funner it is. The more disciplines you can run, I feel the more likely you are to have more fun. We do have a lot of PA drivers that run the sprint cars, both the wing and the non-wing side, as field definitely getting spread out here. You got almost a 5-second gap from your leader here back to the 008 of Bobby Everson. And then it's about another 4 seconds back to your third place running Falcon Smith. Gunderson is a lap down now as he continues to make laps around this track. The 64 of Matt Mateer, 4 laps to go. Just 4 more clean time, 4 more trips around this racing surface. As Mateer definitely taking him out to the woodshed tonight. Looking like he may put Smith a lap down before the end of this thing. As popsicle sticks go in the air, just 2 laps to go for your leader, the 80 of Brian Gunderson. Or excuse me, the 64 of Matt Mateer. As now, white flag goes in the air one more time around. Matt Mateer working through 1 and 2 for the final time. Down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. As he comes out of turn number 4, your winner by a long shot will be the 64 of Matt Mateer. Here comes the 008 of Bobby Everson working off turn number 4. He takes the checkered flag. The 34 of Falcon Smith, he comes off the turn 4 to take the checkered. As those are your top 3, it's not very often that we see them spread out that much to where we can actually watch all 3 of your top 3 drivers come across the start-finish line. Once we get the 34 of Falcon Smith over there by victory lane for the podium pictures, we'll get your top 3 in here for their interviews. As your winners in here already, the 64 of Matt Mateer, man, absolutely dominating performance tonight. Go ahead, walk us through it, and did you ever have any concerns?
I was concerned of getting run over. Yeah, that was my only concern was just getting run over when you run low side on this track. Just in general, some people can take the slider line and just completely railroad you off. That was my biggest worry in turn 1. It kind of happened a little bit. Luckily, everyone just kind of bumped each other, and we all got back into it and went from there. I was happy with myself being able to stay up front and keep things rolling. We had slicked off the track so much on the high side, there's pretty much nothing left besides 3 and 4. And weed sport is so difficult, especially the straight itself. I mean, you got to battle the bumps. You have to be able to adjust. I mean, I know some of the guys are like, I've never run a 410, and this is very difficult. This track is very technical, and it needs a ton of practice just in itself. So, I think experience tremendously carried me a lot with this race. If not, Bobby would have easily beat me if it was a clean cookie cutter track to start with. So, couldn't be happier tonight. I like to thank my sponsors: ABR Setup Shops, 60 feet 6 inches, Dice Graphics. Diceman Production, and just everyone who's put this together in the car, and appreciate everything you've done, Jay.
All right. Well, greatly appreciate it, and already got the sponsor shout outs out of the way. So how do you feel going into championship weekend next week into at Lanier?
I again, that's going to be difficult just with the holidays and everything. I've got to go down to Panama City Beach to take care of a few things for a grandparent who just recently passed. So, I really don't know per se. Maybe next Wednesday I'll be able to do the championship. I don't know about Sunday. So we'll see how things go. But I might be a no show there, Jay.
All right. Well, thoughts and prayers going out. Obviously, family is the most important thing in the world. So
Yeah.
definitely go take care of that. And thoughts and prayers are heading out to you for your loss.
Thank you. And on a good note, though, I did get a job offer today, so I'm no longer unemployed.
All right. Well, congratulations. And hopefully we get to talk to you Wednesday. If not, I'm sure we'll be talking to you next season.
Yep, appreciate everything, Jay. Have a good one.
All right. That was your winner, the 64 of Matt Mateer. Looks like we might still be waiting on the 008 of Bobby Evertson, but your third place finisher, the 34 of Falcon Smith, is here. So we'll go ahead and pull him up. Got a copy, Falcon.
Yeah, I got you, Jay.
All right. Track very technical tonight. Matt said it ended up slicking off pretty good. Walk us through your night and how much did you end up learning tonight?
I always learn something every time you get out there. It was a very good racetrack. I like when it slicks off. I like when you have to drive it a little bit instead of stomping steers. So um, I don't know. We could happy with a third place. Always good to get on the podium. Wish we didn't stack them up there going into one and uh, get everybody spread out there. So never know what could have happened, but good run. Wish we could have put on a little bit of show for the crowd there.
Yeah, I mean every now and then, especially in these 410s, it seems like they like to spread out. Driving
Yeah,
style and throttle control plays a lot into these big motor cars. Um, you end up seeing
yeah,
it, but it's still a lot of people don't realize the amount of talent that goes into them. And just to get them around a track as technical as this one, it takes a lot of effort and a lot of skills. So,
yeah. That weed sport to me, as far as on the sim, is kind of like a stepchild of Kokomo and Volusia kind of mixed together. It gets slick, but it's real technical, kind of like Kokomo, especially in 1 and 2. Whoever can get that throttle control down and find the groove, find a little bit of moisture there at the end. I was glad they didn't do any track prep to it. Like I said, I like when it slicks off and you get to see who can drive a little bit.
absolutely. Well, once again, congratulations on the third place finish. How do you feel next week heading into the championship week in
Uh,
here?
feel pretty good. I think we got second pretty well wrapped up here in a few of these series. The ones I was able to run full time, so pretty proud of that. Don't think we closed the gap any on points tonight in this series. Was hoping to, so we'd at least make it interesting next week. Lanier in the challenge series, but uh, all in all, pretty good year. Looking forward to next week and getting this one in the books and getting next season going.
All right. Sponsors, shout outs. Anybody you want to thank for getting here tonight?
Appreciate you guys putting this on. Appreciate Thunder Racing League, SSR for the setups, Crub Brothers Racing, 5-6 Graphics, um, Dix County Line Carryout, Black Fork, Ohio, Spuds Used Cars and Live Bait. Appreciate all those guys. ML Performance. Thank everybody for the support, and again, most all, thanks for putting this on.
All right. Once again, congratulations on another podium, and hopefully we get to talk to you next week.
Yeah, hopefully we'll talk to you several times next week, Jay.
All right. That is your third place finisher, the 34 of Falcon Smith. Looks like the 008 of Bobby Evertson not making the call. We'll see if we can get some sponsors off of his car, maybe. We're going to try here. Doesn't look like we may be able to get them. I do see a Nuke's Performance. Let's see here. W Energy. Inferno Motorsports. Not sure who else they got on the card, but we'll give those guys at least a shout out, as those are the ones I see. As we go ahead and get ready to do our sponsors shout outs here at Thunder Racing League. First off, we want to thank Veterans and Warriors One Stop Shop. They are a nonprofit organization geared towards literally being a one-stop shop for veterans. If you would like to donate, check out Veterans and Warriors One Stop Shop on Facebook. DNT Designs, providing a free setup or free paint for every 5th place championship driver. So giving out 5 paints to these drivers. Check them out on Facebook, DNT Designs. School of Sim Racing, these are fixed setups for Season 3A. If SSR makes a setup for it, it's an SSR setup in these cars. Check them out on Facebook, School of Sim Racing, or you can check out Tommy Brandon on YouTube. Stevenson Family Performance, they are a financial backer of Thunder Racing League. Check them out on Facebook, Stevenson Family Performance. Giddings Mobile Repair, another financial backer of Thunder Racing League. You can check them out on Facebook as well, Giddings Mobile Repair, LLC. And last but not least, we want to thank Snead Game Farms for the Snead Game Farm Dedicated Driver Award. That is a $10 cash bonus going to the driver with the most attempted starts across all 5 series. Once again, I am Jay Giddings, the voice of Thunder Racing League. Have a safe and wonderful night, and we will see you back Sunday night for the beginning of the championship.